Good morning, or good evening, good afternoon from Hoi An in Vietnam. Should you give up on your dreams? And if so, when? Hi, I'm Colin Clapp from Parenting Passports and Profits and Online Marketing Done For You. Now, last night in the UK, my age is probably still last night in the UK. So this morning here, I checked the sports pages and I discovered that Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, who I'm not a great fan of because I'm an Arsenal fan, had reached the European Champions League final. And this is an amazing feat. And the previous night, Liverpool Football Club had also achieved this feat. So Liverpool are going to play Tottenham in the final. Now, why am I telling you about this? What's it got to do with dreams? Well, the fact is, despite the fact I'm not a fan of either of these two football teams, these two teams did not give up on their dreams. In fact, anything but. Both teams were written off as having no chance of reaching the final. Not no chance, but very little chance. Liverpool, the semi-final of football is that they're in these European competitions is that there are two legs, and you play the first match in one team's home country, and then you play the second match in the other team's home country. And in Liverpool's case, they had lost away to Barcelona, who is known as one of the best teams in Europe, and they had lost 3-0. 3-0. It's a big defeat in top level football. And in the rules of the game, they did not score an away goal. That made it even harder. If Barcelona get one away goal, Liverpool would have to score 5 times at home. That's a massive, massive, massive ask. And Tottenham lost on their own ground in front of their own fans. They lost 0-1, 0-1 at home. That made their task even harder. They had to go away. Now, they had the advantage that if they got an away goal, they might be able to claw it back. But Tottenham actually went 3-0 down. The team they were playing, Ajax from Holland, scored 2 goals in the first half. So now at half time, which is like 3/4 of the way through this match, this tie, Tottenham are 3-0 down. They've got 45 minutes to come back from the dead. And Liverpool was starting 3-0 down in the second leg, and they've got to come back and turn it around with 4 goals against one of the best teams in Europe. Now, if you're a fan or a neutral and you're sitting from the outside and you see your team 3-0 down, you don't have a lot of hope. You know, part of you is just clinging to the dream that you're going to turn it round and you're going to come back. Or your players, you know, you can't do anything about this, but you're the players that you idolize, you're clinging to this dream that they are going to somehow have this miraculous comeback and get to the Champions League final. But you don't hold out much hope. You know, you hide behind the settee, you find some distraction, whatever, and it looks like the dream is over. But the thing is, it's not over. It's not over until the final whistle goes. It's not over until the fat lady sings. And in the last 2 days, both the teams of Tottenham Hotspurs and Liverpool Football Club, they showed why you should not give up on your dreams. Never give up on your dreams until they're over. In both cases, the players fought until the last minute. In Liverpool's case, they even got ahead with 15 minutes to go, and they defended with all their might to make sure that they did not give up what they had achieved. No one, you know, if you check social media, it's just like these are astronomical sporting turnarounds. But the players did not give up. What would have happened though is that around the media world and around the press and around their friends and family and around their fans, a lot of people would not have believed that they could do it. And I'm going to tell you why this translates to your dreams in just a second. But what they don't know is what's inside the heart and soul of those players. And they also don't know what has been going on the training field of those players. You know, they don't know the camaraderie that exists between those players. They don't know to what degree the players are driven. They do not know to what degree the manager is driven. They do not know to what degree that these dreams of getting to the pinnacle are going to drive these players on to stretch every last muscle, to stretch every fibre of their mental resilience to keep playing until the final whistle goes and try and score the goal that wins the match, that takes them to the Champions League final. Now, obviously, one team's going to win and they're not going to, both these players are not going to hold, both sets of players are not going to hold the trophy up. But the dream of getting to the final is a dream in itself, and it's going to be a highlight of some of the players' careers. Winning is going to be the highlight for others. Getting to the final is going to be the highlight for some others. But the point is, these guys were written off, did not give up on their dreams. They fought and they fought and they fought, and they got to the final. And one of them's going to hide out. One set of teams going to realise their full dreams. So what's this got to do with your dreams? And why should you not give up on your dreams? Or when should you give up on your dreams? And if so, when? Well, the point is, you might not be a sporting superstar, but you, inside, I bet you've got dreams and aspirations of things you want to achieve with your life. And for some, you've probably never even been able to talk about these dreams out loud because people didn't believe in you. They write you off for whatever. You know, I know someone very close to me who told me a story about when they were little, they were in a school classroom and the teacher dismissed their work. And this work, this dismissive comment from the teacher stayed with this person who's special to me for a long, long while. And to a degree, they still believe it now, that what the teacher said on that day was a reflection of their talent. And that's not the case, not the case at all. So there's a difference between dreams that are just wishy-washy and you're not going to do anything about them. If you have got a goal and a dream that you want to pursue, and you've done some research and you've looked into it, or you've even experienced the taste of it, then you know more than what the others know. And that knowledge must not be dismissed, and that experience must not be dismissed, because only you know that you could do this. Whatever it is you dreamed about, you could do this. And without that knowledge and that inner belief, others are going to be dismissive of it. And that includes the people closest to you, because to them, it doesn't make sense, because A, they haven't felt it, B, they haven't experienced it, C, they've never done any research into it, or most importantly, they don't believe that they could do it, whatever it is your dream is. But just because they don't believe that they could do it is no reason for you not to believe that you can't do it. If I look back on my life, I can see that nearly all my highs in life have been preceded by a low. How am I doing that? You know, because if you want to chase your dreams, it isn't easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, map it out, go for it. And some people are going to be dismissive of how simple it is, but that's not the case. Yeah, actually, I'll show you something. I love this. I came across this years ago, and it's a little diagram that sort of sums up, goals and achievement. And the top part is how you think goals are achieved, and the bottom part is how they're actually achieved. And hopefully, I don't know if you can see that. Excuse the reflection. I hope that works. If you couldn't see that, what it's saying is that you can have a perception that to achieve your dreams and your goals, it's just a straight line of gradual progression in your career or your relationships or your health and well-being. But it's not. It's a wiggly waggly line, and it goes down and it goes up, and you have to stay focused on the prize. You know, when those players for Tottenham and Liverpool were trying to get the goals, that doesn't mean that for the whole 45 minutes they were attacking the opposition's goal. They were being pinned back in their own half, you know, still trying to fend off more goals coming their way or more attacks from them, you know, and they had to just do whatever they took to get out of their own half and move forward. Well, the same applies in life. You're going to have relationship breakups. You're going to lose jobs. You're going to have projects fall flat on their face. You are going to have times when you are ill and sick, and you're going to have times when you meet people who don't believe in what you're talking about. You are going to have times when it is raining and raining down on your dreams because everything seems to be going wrong. You know, nothing you're doing seems to be working out, and you have to stay focused on the prize. I've lost count of the amount of failures and the amount of things that I've done that have not worked out, but continually we stay focused on the bigger picture, the vision of what we want, how we want to live, who we want to live with, how we want to communicate, how we want to be seen in the world, what that represents, and staying focused on that and not giving up on that despite all the crap that goes on around, you know, and letting go of materialism and financial burdens, you know. It's just staying focused on the bigger picture. We've been burnt out. We've lost money, we've lost things, but it hasn't stopped us. And it reminds me of our friends Brian and Rhonda and their daughter Hannah Lay. They've even built a whole brand around being unstoppable. And if you get a chance to follow these guys, I thoroughly recommend it. You know, they call themselves the Unstoppable Family, and they are. You know, they lost everything. I mean, we think we've lost a lot, but they lost way more than we did 10 years ago, and they just dusted themselves down and stayed focused on possibilities and just made things happen. And if you listen to their story and watch them now, it's an amazing turnaround. So but you can see this all over if you look for it, all over. Just your vision and your purpose have to be strong. You have to be strong and you have to be clear, and you will lose friends along the way because they don't believe in the same things that you believe in. Like I say, if you've researched and you've looked into what it is that you want to do and you believe you can do it because you can acquire those skills or you can put yourself in that environment, which includes mixing with those people that are going to make things happen. It's just other people can't see that, so don't let their fears and their limitations stop your dreams. The Liverpool players and the Tottenham players did not let the doubters make them believe that they were going to give up, and as a unit they came together and they created history for each of those teams. Those nights, if you were fans and players, those nights will live long in the sporting history. And those are the stories that you want to create in your own life. You know, those are the stories, you know, when we didn't have this, we turned it around and we done that, you know, or when I didn't have this, I turned it around and we done that. And you should not give up. If you need to, in our case, we've moved countries. We've started again with brand new skills. starting all over again as apprenticeships, apprentices in life, being students of life, because we were willing to let go, just go down to a couple of suitcases and each other, and just make it happen. And we've cried tears, and we've argued, and I wouldn't say we fought, but we've definitely had one or two heated moments, and that's the ups and downs. But the same was happening on the pitch for those players. There'd have been times when their defenders were looking at each other and their midfielders were looking at each other going, why did you pass it there? I can't reach that. But they carried on, and they believed in each other, and they made the passes that got the ball to the goal and turned around their situation. Well, the same applies in life. Do not let negative experiences hold you back. Become unstoppable, as Rhonda Bryan and Hannah Lay would say. The degrees of resilience that can get men to climb to the top of mountains, that can get men to swim across oceans, sail around the world, those are extreme examples of physical endeavor or mental endeavor. But you've got your own, and you can get your dream job, you can live in your dream house, you can have your dream relationship, if you take action and keep moving to make that happen. So you can probably tell I'm pretty passionate about that. So that's enough for Thoughtful Thursday today. In the words of Brian and Rhonda and Hannah Lay, be unstoppable. But in the words of the Tottenham players and the Liverpool players, as much as I don't like either of those two football clubs, they were unstoppable. They didn't give up on their dreams, and they made history, and they're going to have stories to tell that are going to inspire people for years and years to come. So find people that inspire you, who have done what you want to do, follow them, find out what they did, adapt it into your life, and believe in yourself and your dreams, and never give up. Never give up. Not until the fat lady has sung and they have buried you dead. Okay, over and out. Thoughtful Thursday. Until next time, we'll see you around. Take care now. Bye-bye.